Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco Giants and the Oakland A's. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Sean Manaea is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, on the mound now is Sean Manaea, the pride and joy of Indiana State University. Low three-quarter arm angle. He reminds me a lot of former Met pitcher Sid Fernandez. Mid to upper 90s fastball, a true slurve. He also has a straight changeup and a funky arm angle. He's really tough on lefties.
Here's Joe Panik. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. The 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Chapman in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full. 3-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch and throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a changeup over the outside corner. McCutchen playing here in his age 31 season. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Again, another foul ball. Panik on at first, nobody out.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. And Lowry will look this one in for the first out. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutcheon. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
So in now for San Francisco, Buster Posey. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is flared out towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman, but they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
So a runner at first with two away, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
No offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. Two out with the man at first. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he popped him up.
In comes Piscotty.
And that's going to land foul. Another full count offering on its way. Fouled off. Another one sent foul. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Chapman will put this one away, and the side is retired. Giants leave one. Giants turned away. A's coming up. It's the Bay Bridge series on MLB Network. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, against the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup in. Just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
And this is taken outside for ball one. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now. Bumgarner, affectionately known, of course, as Mad Bum. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now at the plate, Matt Joyce. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bumgarner sets. Here's the 0-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who are you focused on, Dan, please?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's truly one of the great power hitters in the game. I love watching him, and he's got elite power. That's the kind of power that he can hit it over the light towers, and he can hit home runs that will show up on show track and everything else. So anytime he steps into the box, he's exciting to watch.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. And Longoria's got it for out number 2.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Chris.
Here's Chris Davis now. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's just 2 for 9. From the stretch. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Semien is off of first with 2 away. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Set and the 2-1 pitch, and he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. As a look, now the pitch, and he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. slapped hard the opposite way, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. The A's strand one. We are still scoreless. Into the box, Brandon Belt. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. The 1-1. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over to first. And he checks all the boxes.
Stepping up now, Hunter Pence. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Line to the right side. Oh, and this goes right past him. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. His career numbers against Manaea, he's 1 for 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider on the inside for strike 1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Popped up. And the run will score as the Giants stake themselves to an early 1-0 lead.
I can't help when I see a lawn dart thrown over a drawn-in infield. Think back to Luis Gonzalez from the Snakes. Game 7 against Mariano.
Oh, and I can hear Jim Schulte right now, radio voice of the Diamondbacks. Honk your horns and stomp your feet. The Diamondbacks have won the World Series.
So it'll be the Giants DH, Pablo Sandoval. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. And this catches the outside corner. Strike 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting ninth, center fielder number 16, Austin Jackson.
Next to bat for the Giants, Austin Jackson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Swing and a hot shot down the line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that.
Now batting,
able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Joe Hannon.
Into the box now, Joe Pennant. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Giants lead it 1-0. Next up for the A's, Matt Olson, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Bumgarner into his motion. First pitch on the way. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2. Popped up. Posey over to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And let's take a look at Joe Pennant. I call him the big fundamental because he does nothing wrong on the defensive side of the ball. He has got ice water in his veins and the ability to turn one of the best double plays in baseball.
Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Piscotty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Chapman is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last strike now for Oakland. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. San Francisco took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Madison Bumgarner pitches well enough to get the W. Sean Manaea only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the Victoria